Hi guys, I'm Amy for Park Cameras, and this is our Christmas gift guide to buying an action camera. So why is an action camera the perfect treat for you or one of your loved ones this Christmas? Well, there's the obvious, they're great for capturing action. So anybody who's into sports, perfect present. 2, you get a lot for your money. Normally, action cameras are really feature-filled and they come with accessories, and there's loads of accessories available. So you get a lot for your money in comparison to a lot of other camera series. And lastly, if you can manage to get one before Christmas, or maybe early in the morning, then they are great for capturing the magic of the day. You can get a present reaction cam maybe, you could pop one up in the kitchen, time-lapse cooking the turkey or the nut roast, stick one on the dog, see how much of your food he actually eats. Maybe even put a chest mount on Nan. She's always fun after the 4th sherry. My Nan is, anyway. Now when it comes to 4K versus HD, both have their pros and cons. 4K uses up a lot of memory and it's harder to post-process. However, it is stunning quality, it is beautiful to watch, especially if you can watch it in full 4K. However, a lot of the time you can't. So unless you're a pro YouTuber or you want your stuff to be broadcast quality, for most applications, high definition video is absolutely fine. And it uses less memory, and it's easier to post-process. So there's definitely positives and negatives to both. Now, let's have a look at these great cameras. Now, first up is the Icewing Wi-Fi action camera. It's a traditionally styled action camera, and it's got Wi-Fi, a built-in LCD screen, and it can shoot full HD movies 1080p at 30 frames per second. Plus, the accessory mount is GoPro compatible, so you're never going to run out of accessories for it, and it's only £99. It's a great buy and a fantastic present. Now we have our first 4K camera on the list, the iSaw Edge. It can shoot 4K at 10 frames per second, or it can shoot 1080p full HD at 60 frames per second. It's got Wi-Fi, built-in screen, all very similar to the Wing, the rest of the specs. But the main thing is it shoots 4K and it's only £169. An amazing spec for such a small amount of money. Here we have the GoPro Hero Session. Now the Sessions are the smallest of the GoPro range, but when it comes to features, they still pack a real punch. This can do full HD 1080p at 60 frames per second. You can shoot 8 megapixel stills, time-lapse from 0.5 to 60 seconds, and it goes 10 meters underwater with no extra housing because the camera's a sealed unit. All of that for just $179.99. Next up we have another GoPro Session, the Hero 5 Session. Now the big difference between the Hero 5 Session and the Hero Session is that the Hero 5 can shoot 4K video at 30 frames per second. It can also shoot 10 megapixel stills, it's got a built-in electronic image stabilization system, and it responds to voice control, so it makes it even easier to use. Now, I got to take this out last week and have a play, and I was really impressed with the image stabilization. It was fantastic. And if you want to know any more about the model, then there'll be a link at the end of this video so you can check that out. Now, you can get the Hero 5 Session for just $249.99 this Christmas. The Sony Mini HDR AX1 is a very light, small action camera. It's actually 2/3 the size of its predecessors and can still shoot full HD movies in the Sony XAVCS format, which allows for high bitrate recording. It can shoot 120 frames per second, and with the supplied case, it becomes shockproof, dustproof, and waterproof to 5 meters. Now, because it's streamlined light build, it's perfect for motorbike helmets, bicycle helmets, so great for any commuter or pleasure riders you have in the family. And you can get it for the bargain price of £251.97. Now here we have a classically styled, tough camera from Olympus, the TG Tracker. It can shoot 4K video at 30 frames per second. It's got a built-in 5-axis image stabilization system. It has field logging capabilities that record everything from your GPS position, to your direction of movement, to depth, altitude, temperature. It's shockproof to 2.1 meters, crushproof to 100 kilograms. It can be in freezing temperatures up to -10, and it's waterproof to 30 meters. Now, it doesn't have as many mounts available for it as some of the other action cameras do, but it's clearly one of the most feature-packed tough cameras that you can get. And for £274, it's an absolute steal. Next up is the GoPro Hero 4 Black Edition. Now this can shoot 4K at 30 frames per second, 12 megapixel stills, it's got Wi-Fi, it's got Bluetooth, and with the supplied case, it can go down to 40 meters underwater. Also, using ProTune settings, you can get manual control of colour, ISO limit, exposure and more, all for £300. However, that is a very special price as we have limited stock. Once they're gone, they're gone. However, there is the brand new Hero 5 Black Edition here. Now, this still shoots 4K video at 30 frames per second, 12 megapixel stills, but in RAW this time. It's got, like the Session, the electronic image stabilization built in. It can go to 10 meters underwater now without a case. And it's got a 2-inch LCD screen on the back, and it's voice activated for even easier use. And you can get all of that for $349.99. So now for the last of our 9 action cameras. We've got the Sony FERX X3000R, which can shoot ultra high definition 4K video on its large CMOS sensor. It's got a Zeiss 2.8 lens, working at effective focal lengths of 17, 23 and 32mm, so there's a setting for pretty much every situation. It's got GPS, Wi-Fi, it comes supplied with a remote that can control the camera fully, and the casing can go down to a whopping 60 meters underwater. Now at $499, okay, it's not the least expensive Christmas present around, but it would be a great one to wake up to this Christmas day. Now I know we've covered our 9 action cameras, and anybody watching closely will see I've kept these 2 guys aside. That's because they're a little bit different. Here we're moving into 360-degree territory. Now, we've got the 360 Fly HD and the 360 Fly 4K, and both of them allow you to record or live stream a 360-degree image of your surroundings to Facebook, YouTube, etc. You can get VR headsets that match up to these, so you're able to watch your footage back, looking around you, checking out your surroundings, which is really cool, especially if someone's been traveling or on holiday. You can really feel in depth with what you're looking at. The HD version comes with a 16GB inbuilt memory, the 4K version a 64GB inbuilt memory, obviously to deal with the different resolutions that they're recording. Now the HD version is going to set you back $349 and the 4K version $489. 360-degree is really on the forefront of video at the moment, so anybody who's looking to really get out there, produce their own stuff, these are a great present this Christmas. So that has been our Christmas gift guide for action cameras. I hope it's been helpful, but if you need any more information, please pop on the website, give us a call, send us an email, or get a comment below and we'll try our best to help you out. I'm Amy with Park Cameras. Thank you for watching the video.